There is a surgeon in Houston earning $420,000 a year. She drives a leased Mercedes. Her children attend a private academy costing $32,000 per child annually. She eats out 4 nights a week because after 12-hour shifts, nobody is cooking. Her mortgage runs $5,100 every single month. From the outside, she looks like everything success is supposed to look like. But here is the truth she never shares at dinner parties. If her car needed a $6,000 repair tomorrow, she would have to put it on a credit card. Not because she is careless, not because she does not understand money, but because every dollar that enters her account has already been assigned somewhere before it even arrives. This is not a story about one woman. This is a pattern silently destroying the financial futures of millions of Americans who earn extraordinary incomes and still wake up every morning one emergency away from crisis. A 2025 Goldman Sachs report revealed that 41% of Americans earning between $300,000 and $500,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. Even more striking, 40% of those earning over $500,000 report the exact same financial anxiety. Nearly $500,000 a year, and still no cushion, still no real safety net. 4 out of every 10 people earning $500,000 feel one unexpected expense could unravel everything. They earn more in a single month than most American families earn in an entire year. Yet the anxiety is identical to someone earning a fraction of their salary. Why? Because most people are living under a dangerous lie, the lie that income solves financial problems, that 6 figures means the stress disappears, that $500,000 means money stops being a concern. The data tells a completely different story. What is happening to millions of high earners has a name. It is called the high-income poverty trap. And today I am going to show you exactly how it works, who it catches, and whether you are already inside it without knowing. Research from 2025 found something that should feel completely backwards. Americans earning $100,000 annually are actually more likely to report living paycheck to paycheck than those earning $50,000. More income, more financial stress, not less. 48% of those earning $100,000 or more feel they are barely surviving month to month. Bank of America found that roughly 20% of households earning over $150,000 spend more than 95% of their income every single month. These are not people who skipped financial literacy class. These are physicians, attorneys, and senior executives. People who understand compound interest in their sleep. But the trap does not operate on knowledge. It operates on psychology. When income rises, spending rises in direct proportion. Economists call this lifestyle inflation. The $12 lunch becomes a $28 lunch. The Honda becomes a BMW. The apartment becomes a house with a guest room that mostly exists for the idea of guests. Each upgrade feels completely reasonable. You earned it. But here is what nobody tells you. Every upgrade becomes your new normal. And reversing it no longer feels like returning to where you were. It feels like failure, even though you lived perfectly well without it for years. That is the psychological hook. The trap does not grab you. It grows around you slowly, one reasonable decision at a time, until your entire income is committed before it arrives. Now here is where things take a turn most people never expect. The people who actually build lasting wealth behave nothing like the people who appear wealthy. Research behind the book, The Millionaire Next Door, found that the majority of actual millionaires live in ordinary neighborhoods, drive older vehicles, and never display their wealth. A 2025 Empower study found that 62% of everyday millionaires still budget and avoid extravagant spending even after crossing the $1 million mark. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. The surgeon in the leased Mercedes looks wealthier than the electrician driving a 2013 pickup truck. But that electrician might have $1.8 million sitting quietly in index funds while the surgeon carries $40,000 in credit card debt. Appearance and financial reality are completely disconnected in America. The researchers created 2 categories: PAWs, prodigious accumulators of wealth, people who build assets disproportionate to their income, And UAWs, under-accumulators of wealth, people who spend their income rather than converting it into anything lasting. A custodian earning $47,000 can be a PAW. A physician earning $650,000 can be a UAW. Income does not determine the category. Behavior does. Now, if you are finding this valuable, and I believe you are because this is the conversation most people never have, my name is John, and this channel exists to give you the financial clarity that most people never receive. Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss a video like this one. What is coming next is the part that changes everything. Let us keep going. The Charles Schwab 2025 Modern Wealth Survey found that Americans believe you need $2.3 million to be considered wealthy. Just to feel comfortable, not wealthy, just comfortable, they said $839,000. Meanwhile, the actual median net worth of American households sits at approximately $193,000. But here is what makes this psychologically devastating. When a high earner finally reaches $500,000 in net worth, they do not feel wealthy. They feel behind. The goalpost has already moved. They chase $839,000. They reach it. Now wealthy means $2.3 million. 63% of people surveyed said it feels like it takes more money to be wealthy today than just 1 year ago. The target never stops moving. The anxiety never resolves, and the spending continues to perform a version of success that emotionally never arrives. Now, where does the money actually go? High-income households earning over $100,000 carried an average credit card balance of $12,760 in 2025. Total U.S. credit card debt hit $1.277 trillion, the highest ever recorded. 36% of cardholders earning $100,000 or more carry a balance month to month. 61% of Americans with credit card debt have been in that debt for at least a year, up from 53% the prior year. Debt is no longer temporary for high earners. It is becoming permanent. Food delivery alone averaged $179 monthly per household in 2025. That is over $2,000 annually vanishing on delivery apps. Add streaming subscriptions, rideshare spending, premium apps, and convenience fees, and thousands more disappear every year in amounts that never feel significant in the moment, but compound into a financial wound that never heals. According to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, the U.S. personal savings rate stood at just 3.6% in December 2025. $3.60 saved for every $100 earned. Someone earning $300,000 saving 4% accumulates $12,000 annually. Actual millionaires invest at least 15% of income before spending on anything else. Saving is not aspirational for them. It is the first bill paid every single month without negotiation. Now let us make the real cost of this trap impossible to ignore. Someone earning $300,000 saving 30% accumulates $90,000 annually. At 7% average returns over 20 years, that becomes roughly $4 million. Someone earning that exact same income saving only 5% accumulates $15,000 a year. Same return rate, same timeline, and the result is approximately $650,000. The difference is $3,350,000. That is the true price of the high-income poverty trap across 2 decades. Not the car, not the tuition, the compounding cost of not keeping enough of what you earn, a cost that never appears on any statement but quietly determines everything about your financial future. So, what does breaking out actually look like? It starts with one honest question most people actively avoid asking themselves. What is all of this spending actually for? The surgeon earning $420,000 could save $130,000 annually if she chose to. The income is there. The margin exists. What does not exist yet is the intention. The Mercedes can be a Camry. The private school may be funding status anxiety more than genuine opportunity. The restaurant 4 nights a week is serving convenience more than real connection. These are not judgments. They are trade-offs made visible. The principle that changes everything is deceptively simple. Stop saving what is left after spending. Start spending what is left after saving. Automate savings first. Treat it like a bill that cannot be skipped. Someone earning $380,000 who directs $100,000 automatically into investments every year will build real wealth regardless of how they spend the remaining $280,000. They will still live extraordinarily well. They will just also be building something that compounds quietly underneath the lifestyle, something that eventually gives them the one thing income alone can never buy. Options. True freedom. 77% of Americans do not feel financially comfortable regardless of what they earn. 40% of people making $500,000 live paycheck to paycheck. Credit card debt hit all-time highs while income sat near record levels. Income alone does not create financial security. Only intentional decisions about what portion of that income you actually keep create the security that high earners assume their salary should automatically provide. The trap is real. It is quiet. It never announces itself. But the exit is also real. And it does not require earning more. It requires deciding that building wealth matters more than performing it. More money was never going to be the answer. What you choose to do with the money you already have always was.